Have you ever had this moment? You're exhausted, yet you still say yes to someone's invitation. You've gone to a dinner party you clearly don't want to attend, even forcing yourself to smile and exchange pleasantries. It's not that you don't want to say no, it's that you simply don't dare. It's not that you're unimportant, it's that you're constantly trying to be a nice person. Today, let's talk about why do some people always try to please others in relationships? Are you truly kind, or have you been unknowingly tamed?
What is a people-pleasing personality? When many people hear the word pleasing, their first reaction is, "Isn't that great?" Popular, polite, and low-key. But psychologically, pleasing is actually a stress response. Just like when faced with a threat, people will react with fight, flight, or freeze. Pleasing is the fourth response, called the fawn response, which translates to taming. What does it mean? When you feel someone is powerful, aggressive, or trying to disappoint you, you try to gain a little bit of security by becoming more obedient and getting along better. For example, when you were a child, your mother was emotionally unstable, and your father was prone to giving the silent treatment. You discovered that if you were obedient, well-behaved, and stayed out of trouble, the atmosphere at home improved. Over time, you became an expert at reading other people's expressions and adjusting your own emotions. But the price you paid was forgetting what you originally wanted.
Many people with a people-pleasing personality experienced conditional love as children. Have you ever heard things like, "If you don't obey, Mom won't like you anymore"? Look at how well-behaved other people's children are. Why are you so annoying? So you learned, I'm only worthy of love if I satisfy others. To make matters even more difficult, some people have been playing the role of adult since childhood. Your parents may have unstable emotions, argued frequently, or even treated you like an emotional trash can. You become the child who soothes mom and calms dad. In psychology, this is called parentification, or role dislocation. This kind of upbringing can make you feel that your own feelings don't matter. What matters is the happiness of others.
Let's see how many of these 4 traits of a people-pleasing personality you have. First, you're extremely afraid of saying no. When someone asks you for help, you say, "No problem," but cry inside. Rejecting others is more painful for you than staying up late. Second, you're constantly apologizing. "Sorry, did I bother you too much? Sorry, maybe I didn't say it right." Even if it's not your fault, you instinctively say, "I'm sorry." Third, you habitually suppress yourself. When someone asks, "What do you want to eat?" you say, "Anything." In reality, you're craving hot pot, but you're afraid others will think you're picky. Fourth, you live in the judgment of others. A compliment puts you in a good mood all day. A criticism makes you question your life. If you feel like this is me, don't worry, you're not alone.
Behind the act of flattery lies a survival strategy. From a neuroscientific perspective, this isn't your fault. It's your brain protecting you. When you sense an interpersonal threat, such as someone being unhappy, your amygdala immediately sounds the alarm. Danger! Repair the relationship! At this point, before the prefrontal cortex has time to analyze the situation, the flattery response has already begun. More deeply, a belief is at work. If I don't satisfy others, they won't like me. Only if I'm useful can I be loved. These beliefs are often instilled in us by family, culture, and gender roles. For example, girls are often taught to be gentle, considerate, and avoid conflict. Boys are expected to consider the overall situation, be loyal, and take responsibility. Over time, we often forget to ask ourselves, what do I really want?
The three major consequences of chronic people-pleasing. First, emotional exhaustion. You're constantly focused on others' needs, forgetting that you can get tired too. Sometimes you can't even smile, yet you still have to deal with the concern of you don't look happy today. Second, relationship imbalance. People with a people-pleasing personality easily attract emotional vampires. The more you give, the more they take you for granted. Over time, you'll feel like something's not right in the relationship, but you can't express it. Third, self-ambiguity. You're so used to what others want you to be, but never question, who am I?
How to escape the pleaser trap. Step 1. Recognize your ingratiation. Before you agree to something, ask yourself, do I really want to do this, or am I just afraid of disappointing others? Step 2. Practice saying no safely. You can start with safer scenarios, such as, I'm too tired tonight, maybe next time. I can't decide on this right now. I'll get back to you later. Step 3. Rediscover your true needs. Spend a few minutes each day writing down what made you happy, sad, and excited. Get your mind accustomed to focusing on yourself rather than just others. Step 4. Rebuild your sense of self-worth. You deserve love not because you're perfect, obedient, or cooperative, but because you're inherently valuable. Try keeping a self-affirmation journal or seeking counseling to build the confidence to exist without needing to please.
You've always tried to please others, not because you were weak, but because you had to live that way. But now, you have a choice. You don't have to be nice all the time. You have the right to be your authentic self. If after hearing this, you feel like, finally, someone spoke my mind, please leave a comment in the comments section and share what kind of courage you most want to practice. If you like this video, please like, follow, and share it with your friends who are also constantly trying to please others.